Hey guys, Rob here. Hope you all had a wonderful day. AMC finished up 7.49% today. It was a beautiful day to be an ape and a beautiful day for Ape Nation, guys. We did see a lot of selling pressure step in and try to push the stock down, but ultimately it didn't give that far, and us apes just bought the dip and bought the stock at a discount. Keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, and you guys are ultimately in charge of your own portfolio, but there was dip buying and it was beautiful to see. We did close the day at $58.11. We will take a look at the charts. We'll take a look at the short interest through Vortex. We will take a look at Stock Tracker as well. And then we will end this video talking about unusual options activity because there are some very large bets being placed on AMC, guys. But if you can, do me a huge favor, drop a like down below, hit that subscribe button, make sure that you ring that bell for the YouTube algorithm. It really does help me out a lot, guys. But let's dive on in and take a look at this chart for the day. So overall, very bullish day for AMC. We traded above the VWAP, which stands for the volume weighted average price for the stock. You trade above the VWAP, considered bullish. Trade below the VWAP, considered bearish. Now we did break the VWAP a couple times here, and we did make our way back above it. The other thing that I love about this chart is we have a beautiful period of consolidation right here, guys. Pretty much ending the day. Absolutely beautiful to see at that $57, $58 range. We also found support on the VWAP, which just shows how bullish the day was in general, guys. Now, I did talk about that selling pressure. You can see that right here. 59.36 was our intraday high. $56.77 was technically the low of that selling pressure. And the reason why we saw this was because $60, there's 16,369 open interest contracts, and there was 53,536 of them traded today alone, guys, at that strike. There's an immense amount of call volume wanting to push that stock over that $60 marker. Personally, I have $60 set out as my target for this week. That's just my personal target. It's no TA, no fundamental thing, but just my personal goal for hopefully that AMC can achieve this week. But if we do take a look here at the 5-day, 5-minute chart, we can see that we're consolidating between that 53 3/4 channel and $62, which is perfectly fine in my personal opinion. We could sit here for a whole entire month and I would be absolutely happy because all we're doing is getting that coil tighter and tighter and tighter in that bull flag pennant that we have. Now, yes, bull flags are meant to break to the upside. There is also the possibility that it can break to the downside. But when we take a general view of AMC, I personally can't see a reason why it would break to the downside because the chart is bullish. We take a look here at the options chain, definitely very clearly bullish. And we'll take a look at UOA later, and that is definitely very bullish in my personal opinion. Now, if we do take a look here at the 1 month, 1 hour chart, you do see that bull flag pennant formation that we have going on here, guys. And we're just trading within this, consolidating, which is exactly what we see. We're seeing a decrease in volume over time, which is a typical sign of consolidation, and we're just waiting for that next move and that next leg up. Remember, stocks rip, pull back, and then consolidate. Now we're just waiting for that next leg up. And I personally think it's going to be to the upside. And that neckline of 63.79, I think is going to be the goal of that next leg up, because that will bring us $70 and then test to the all-time high, and then who knows where we go after that, guys, because it would be crazy if we got over the all-time high, and I think the stock could absolutely just run, my personal opinion. Now, if we do take a look here at the year-to-date day formation, you guys know I love using this as a scoreboard, and we definitely did a good job of just staying within this channel, and we're getting tighter within this channel if you can see it. Really, back here on the 24th was our tightest day within the channel, but hey, I'm perfectly fine with the stock trading here. We could trade here for months. We're just setting up for that next leg up and that nasty rip. And speaking about that nasty rip, we got to take a look here at Vortex. And wow, this actually just changed. So we saw a decrease in short interest today to 0.88%, 2.78 million shares borrowed, 3.64 million shares returned. I'm going to refresh this just to make sure that I have this right. Apparently I do. So we saw a net borrowed change of less than a million shares returned in general. Our short interest or free float is sitting at 18.55%. Current estimated short interest is sitting at 94.91 million. Utilization sitting at 86.76%. Our average cost to borrow is actually sitting at 2.59. You can see that this cost to borrow max fee is 19.05%. I did talk about in my video yesterday that Charles Schwab did update their margin requirements for AMC long and short positions. Long positions being 100% margin requirement, short positions being 200% margin requirement. But if we do take a look here, estimated short interest to free float sitting at 18.72%. Free float on loan, 19.15%. And our shares on loan is sitting at 97.97 million shares, guys. At one point, that means we were sitting over 100 million shares on loan. There is an outstanding short position on AMC that is over 30%, guys. And this is setting up for a nasty, violent squeeze, in my personal opinion. Now, if we do take a look here at the on-loan average day, we can see that we see a slight uptick. We're sitting at 31.51 days versus 31 days. So showing that about a month ago, we had those short positions taken out, which was right before our huge run-up. So we definitely know the shorts are underneath water with their current positions. Now, if we do take a look here at Stocko Tracker, we have 67,493 calls in the money. At $60, we add 19,297. That is a lot of call options. Now, guys, I don't think there's any chance of a gamma squeeze this week. That's just me. I don't see it within the options chain. We don't have a large amount of options expiring this week like we did for quad witching. Now we have 1.7 million short shares of AMC available to borrow at a 1.5% borrow fee. 29,742 short ETFs that are available to borrow. Now, if we do take a look here throughout the day, we can see here at 10:16 a.m. there was 25,269 short ETFs available. So we are seeing short interest not only through short shares, but through short ETFs as well. They are doing everything they can to hold the price of this stock down, and you can clearly see that on the chart, guys. But if we take a look here at the options data, 67,493 calls in the money. We have 145,311 calls out of the money. Most importantly, and this is my favorite thing, 7,540 puts in the money. If we could get that to zero, personally, that would be absolutely beautiful, just me. But out of the money, 182,730. So if we can get all the puts out of the money and have no puts in the money, be crazy if it actually happened, but I would love to see that, guys. But if we do take a look here in the options chain and take a look at this, where are our next huge strikes? So $70, come on, Weevil, $70 is our next large strike here, 19,472 traded. If we want to compare these, it's 1.19 and 1.10. So if you want to look for a comparable put here, we're going to be looking at the $52 put, which only has 5,154 puts traded today versus a volume around 20,000. So you're looking at about a 1-to-4 ratio, 4 calls for about every put here right now. Now, I know the options chain had about a 60-40 split today, which is incredibly bullish on the stock. Now, if we do take a look here at the unusual options activity, this is the large bets, and this is something that I am going to be paying very much attention to, guys, because big money is going to place bets, and I don't know if they know something that we don't know, but the fact that they're placing bets, not just for this week, not just for next week, but we can see here, 1/21/2022 at the $145 call, and they bought 3,370 of them. And wait, no, volume, they bought 127 of them, sorry about that, at $12 and essentially $1,270 a pop. That is a lot of money, guys. That's $161,000 looking at this one strike alone. Now, this is just option sonar. If we take a look here at $219,000 was bet on the $50 call 4 hours ago, which was sitting around right before close. We can see that there was 250 of them purchased at $8.75 for each options contract, or $875. This just shows that there is plenty of bullish momentum within the stock, and everyone is looking at this in a very bullish manner. Yes, there are a few puts on here. We do have a $30 put. We do have a $57 put here. We do have a $60 put and a $30 put. But if you see, the green vastly outweighs the red, and this continues to show that everyone remains incredibly bullish on AMC. The chart looks bullish. If we take a look at the chart here, chart looks bullish. The bets look bullish. The short interest is only increasing. We're up to 18% versus 14% of where we were. Guys, this is just lining up to make a violent move. We just have to be patient with ourselves and just let the stock continuously consolidate. Apologize about that, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.